So here on the second floor, you can see why we really wanted to accentuate the space and make it part of the lobby. At the point of renovation, we evaluated the windows, the window height, and found that there was an extra 2 to 3 feet of fill where they enclosed the windows from the original condition. So what we did is we opened up all the windows to the larger original size and footprint of the space, totaling window height being roughly about 16 feet tall. So you can see the space is grand, original ornate ceilings that we're bringing back and preserving and restorating. Similar to the basement level and the first floor, we have this sandwich condition where we don't want to penetrate through any of the decorative or ornate plaster or historic elements. What we did is we threaded up above, created a false slab to route our plumbing pipes, and also selectively put bulkheads and soffit ceiling conditions to route ductwork. That way we can keep this space open to the original design intent and not impede on any of the ornate plaster work.
We're on the 13th floor of the building. This is a typical guest room floor, which will pretty much be mirrored from 14 down to 4. We're standing right outside the elevators right now. Right to my left is what we call elevator 1. This is the passenger elevator for the hotel and the one that I pointed out when we were standing in the basement. Right next to me is elevator 2. This is the oversized elevator. To get an idea of this shaft, if you look up above, there's a large steel beam. This beam outlines the edge of the elevator. From that steel beam over is a mechanical shaft, and then from the shaft is the stair that is coming up through the building. The construction of this floor started with getting the steel in to support the slab. Once that steel was in and grouted, we were able to install the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems that you see behind me.
All right, so the building program compiles of levels 1 and 2 is public space. Levels 3 through 14 are a typical guest room, and then levels 15 they are the lofted floors, where 6 out of the 8 rooms have a lofted mezzanine. And then the 16th story is all mechanical, as Jake alluded to, the heart of the building. Here we have just a typical courtyard guest room is right around 320 square feet, 325-ish. Here, each typical guest room, we're closer to 280. So in doing so, we had to lay out the rooms in such where they missed the windows. We had to coordinate the offsets of the windows with the historic preservation office. Then we were able to get up to 10 guest rooms on the typical floors. So as a part of design early on, we were looking at the building envelope itself being 8 inches of poured concrete, monolithic with a single weight of brick on the outside, directly laminated to it. We were looking at how to better insulate the envelope. So on the inside, we did fur out the walls, accommodated additional spray-on closed cell insulation, and then in doing so, there was an existing historic profile for all the casing and trim of each of the historic windows. So all the windows are historic, left in place, finished, repainted with a new storm window for better energy. And then we went ahead and replicated all the profiles of all the window casing, trim, moldings throughout to maintain part of the historic integrity of the building.